afternoon, everybody. I'm glad you could join me. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Snow. Well, I'm having a rough day. And like the third day of pancreatitis. So my stomach is killing me. I hope nobody else out there suffers from pancreatitis. It is a killer. I know I got dressed today and I put on this shirt, and I'm going to show you guys how big this thing is on me. And this used to fit me. It's really strange. Since I was in the hospital in December, I have lost 55 pounds now. And I've dropped almost 3 clothes sizes. It's crazy. Usually it's 20 pounds per size, but I guess I'm headed for another 5 pounds off, I guess. Anyway, so nothing's fitting right. I got dressed this morning. I went, oh, I like this shirt, though. I love green. Green is like my signature color. Any shade of green. Dean, I've got my coffee and my coffee cup. It says, we are all only fish in the sea. The sea is for me. It's my little Pisces cup. Anyways, I was doing, hello, warrior girl. I didn't get you in yesterday. I'm going to put you right on top because I didn't get you. And I'm just going to grab everybody in the room really quick. We're doing oracle readings today. Hello, Dean. We talked yesterday. We caught up. We hadn't talked in a while. We haven't been working together lately. We've been Dean's been getting back to school and getting stuff done there. And I know that's a busy schedule because he's got a new grade, a new class. And sounds like he's got a great class, though, when we talked yesterday. But wishing you all the best, Dean. I know it's going to be a good year. Blessings to all the teachers out there. And he's gone from 4th to 1st grade, which is I think it's a fun grade because you're working with fresh, open minds. He's getting to know the kids because this was his first week back. And today we're going to do oracle cards, and I'm going to mix it up. I usually pull a lot of spirit from postcards. I'm going to randomly pull those but I have got my Secrets of My Light Language cards today. And these are really neat cards. They also have meditations and things like that are tied to it, and some journaling work. And so I'll mention some of that as I go through these cards. They're all numbered, so I'm going to have to look them up because the card doesn't tell me anything but the title of the card. So I've got my handy dandy book. They're not too long, but they're really interesting cards. I am going to pull from my Between deck. This deck is really a fascinating deck. A good friend of mine, Dean, got me. He reads these in spreads, and you haven't done it in a while, Dean. You really need to do it because he reads these phenomenally in spreads. But what these cards, each card is one card going into the other and how they're related. So I'm going to pull one of those just to see what the energy is flowing in the thing rather than doing full spreads today. And we're going to support those cards with different oracle. I have my surrender cards with me, and I thought I'd also pull a word because I have contemplation cards. So these are words that we need to contemplate in our life and see how they apply to us in our situations. And they're fun little cards. Compliments of Sonia Ray, who uses these all the time. I really like the way they work with decks, and it gives you something to think about, and on how different things apply. I'm actually working on an oracle deck based on these type of things. I've put it aside for a while, but that's something I need to pick back up and work on. I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of reading, research, things like that. That's what I'm sort of that weird geeky person. I talk with thousands of people on a regular basis. Those of you that get regular phone calls from me. Um, I'm a chatty Cathy. But anyways, I was meditating yesterday. I've been working on some. I'm currently studying some myths and practices of Buddhism, just because I like to research different aspects of religion, and I just forwarded some of that to Dean, which I don't know if you had a chance to look at it yet, Dean, but it's really interesting, very, very interesting. Um, and let's see, I'm grabbing people here. And I really love numerology, so I'm working in numerology, and we'll talk. And it was one of the things we were talking about. He was wanting me to run his numerology, and then I never told him, hey, give me all this information so I can start running your numerology, so I'll put it together for you and see what we get. And on my reference books and stuff here. I love numbers, so I'm that numbers geek. But I've been when I'm working on getting the house ready to sell, and we're working on finishing up our landscape, redoing our landscape that we've been working on for about 2 years. But of course, I've been out of the hospital, so that slowed things down. And I love the garden. Gardening gets me close to Gaia. It gets my hands dirty. I love growing things. And right now, I'm propagating a bunch of plants, and all the seeds I laid the other day, like 2 days ago, they're all coming up already. I mean, amazing. There's a 7 to 10 day propagation, but all my cosmos that I planted the other day are actually starting to surface. So I'm really excited about that because they're going to be really pretty, and I intermixed them in the background of my flower beds. And what I am putting in front of those is called Mexican primrose, which is very similar. I live in California. They're very similar to a California poppy, which is our state flower, except for they're a very, very pale pink, and it gets this dusty, beautiful. They just bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom. And I've always had them there, but they died out this year because we were having that, 9 weeks of 100 plus weather. And so they died out, and I hadn't been really watering much. My flower beds usually stay pretty damp because they're like 7 feet deep now, and they're just, there's no space between them, so I don't get weeds in per se. But when I water them, I just have mister sprinkler systems underneath them, and it keeps that dirt really moist, so I don't have to use a lot of water. And that's why we went to why we're going to a xeriscape landscape, and we're putting river rock all in front where there used to be lawn, and that's where we go. But it's going to be a bit. We're still. Plus, I'm working on trying to catch up on all my finances from being in the hospital, gathering up all those doctor bills still, and so I'm working on the Great Attack on that. So anybody wants to donate towards my GoFundMe account is still open. I haven't closed it out. So anybody wants to help out with contributing towards doctor bills, anything that goes into my GoFundMe account is applied to only medical. And I still have a few things coming up, and I'm trying to get out from under all these little things that could affect my credit and could affect my renewing my VA loan. When we sell the house, we've got to requalify for our VA loan. So, but I feel like that's going to happen. I'm really, I threw on it yesterday, and finances and stuff like that. My guides, and I usually can't read for myself, but I asked my guides if I could please get a reading for myself and throw cards for myself, and they told me yes. So I did throw cards for myself. It looks good. It's going to be a struggle, but I'm going to get through it and get the finances caught up and stuff. And this has just been a really hard 2 years. The funny thing is, I was listening to Susan Lynn, and I absolutely love Susan Lynn. I practice channeling behind her because I'm very open channeling. She's always working in channel 2, and she'll state the question she's addressing to her guides, and then she pauses, and in that pause I get hits. So I blurt out or write down what my hit is. My husband thinks it's funny because I usually have my headset on. I'm listening to her. I can take my headset off because I can hear the echo in my ear. And he asked me one day, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm just practicing. It's an exercise I do." And if you guys are building skills, I highly recommend, if you're learning tarot, read the cards that the reader's reading, how you're interpreting them. Listen to the questions they pose. Read the cards. Turn the volume off, and take notes. Mute it while they're reading it, and read the card yourself and jot it down, and then go back and rewatch the video and see what if your reading's matching theirs. It's a really good way to reinforce that you can read and that you're understanding, you're getting those messages from spirit. It's something I teach a lot of people I mentor. The same thing with when you're working in mediumship. When you're working behind another medium, you can connect into the energy. So that's what I do when I watch Susan Lynn. I'm constantly reading behind her. And so, long story short, I'm doing that. My husband thinks I'm crazy. And so I take my headset off and I said, "Well, listen." And she says the question, I answer the question, and then she answers the question. He goes, after he'd done this 3 or 4 times, he goes, "Well, you're saying exactly what she's saying." I said, "Yeah, I'm practicing." I said, that reinforces the fact that when the question's posed, I'm getting the same message from my spirit guides as she is getting. And I like to get them out there before she says it, because that confirms that I'm still on message. I'm still receiving the same message. And it sort of blows my mind that happens. But it's a really great way to build up confidence in your reading and stuff. So it's something I do, and it just keeps me sharp and keeps my skills up. Hi, Rob. My bad boy Rob's in the room. And hello, Tammy Bambi, Warrior Girl. And I put Warrior Girl on the list because she came in late the other day and I didn't catch her. You know me, I like to try to get everybody in. I still haven't recorded my my politicals yet. I have been getting, and if you guys are coming over from Brenda's, as Brenda knows, because Brenda and I talk, I've been getting download after download after download. It's been crazy. So I really need to get some political readings out there because I've got pages and pages of notes and just all kinds of information. And since Lionsgate, I've just been getting tons and tons of downloads. I need to look at my list and see if I duplicate anybody, hold on. I've got Warrior Girl, Tammy Bammy, Snowwolf, Dean. Yeah, I put Tammy on twice. I'm going to take the second one off. Rob Roy and Marby. And I'll just be watching for. I do have my YouTube chat up so I can see it a little better today. Like I always say, when I'm reading, sometimes I'm channeling, so I cannot read the. I want to talk to you about. Yeah, Tammy. Yeah, give me a ring about a half hour after the show ends through Messenger, and we can talk. Yeah, my guys are saying, yeah, your gifts are opening up. Not schizophrenia. Anyways, those are some of the things I do to practice, keep my skill building up. Of course, I go through all the different. I don't read like normal people. You'll hear a lot of readers say that because I am a medium, and I do channel. So, if you have learned traditional, just straight out traditional, right or white, my readings aren't always going to be parallel to what they say the cards mean, because when I pick up a card, I look at it, I may see the symbolisms in the background, something will just pop out that I've never noticed in a card before. And I'm noticing it for a reason, because my guides are saying, this is important on this card. And so that imaging will trigger part of my interpretation. It's something I'm supposed to notice and talk about when I'm reading the cards. So everybody's gifts work a little differently. We all work within our own vocabularies. If you get a lot of imaging or symbolism, stuff like that, when you're getting information from your guides, they take what you know, and then you have to apply it to meaning. So what does those words mean to you? I know I've seen some people, they'll say, oh, well, if a red rose shows up, that means that it's a loved one passing, or something like that. And they'll always see a red rose, somebody presenting a red rose. That's the way that person interprets it. I probably will see the person that passed over a step forward, because I'm also clairvisual, and I see things in like movie form when I'm channeling too. So it's pretty strange. And it's funny, when I do channel people's loved ones, they tend to come and visit me on a regular basis, especially if if I'm coming online and I've done a private reading for you and I've connected with your loved ones, they'll know that you're coming in on a show, and they'll come forward a lot of times. It's really strange. So when I have people do that, if I talk to you privately, I usually will give you messages privately rather than open room. If I read for you, I have your email, and I'll usually touch base with you when I do that. I know Snow Wolf and his brother and I, his brother comes here all the time and talks to me. So Snow Wolf and I are very close friends. So I get regular visits from his brother, and he's the neatest guy. But anyways, when I was doing my own readings, which really turned out good and shows that I'm going to be getting through all these financial hurdles and everything I'm going through, I pulled the card from Spirit. And I just wanted to share this card because I thought it was so interesting on everything that's going on and the theme of our elections and all that I got this card. And I saved it because I thought the message was so beautiful. This card is at the bottom of these cards, in the back of the cards, they have a little theme. And this one says, hope floats. And I thought that was interesting. It says, dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of everyday, moment to moment experiences, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? So many go chasing the magic, it, and the there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy. And every time you wake up, and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be experienced inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness comes from doing joy, being joy, and knowing it, cultivating it and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this is when you come. You must know this, so when it comes time, so when time comes, you will be fully free of your joyful being, and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, and even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really lived. Jump into all that love every minute. We love you like crazy over here. So isn't that a neat card, though? And I thought, with all the joy theme and all that that's going on with our election, it's so true. But I wanted to share that with everybody. And I don't know. I'm doing a lot of. I'm always doing a lot of work on myself. we're a work in progress. So we all are a work in progress. So I spent a lot of time reading, keeping up with different things, and I try to live every day as good. Try to look for the good in days. Not dwell in the fear mongering and the diversity. I mean, I get upset when everything's negative. I don't want to live in all that negative energy. I want to open my windows and let the light in. And I don't want to live in a cave and live in fear. Living in fear is such a horrible way to live. And if you're always thinking about the sky falling, you know, oh, things are too good, looking up, waiting for something to just crash on us, to defeat us. What you're doing is you're bringing that energy towards you. You're not intending to, but spirit doesn't know that. If you're always waiting for the next shoe to drop, it's gonna drop. It's like Murphy's law. And it's something I'm always telling people when something seems bad, don't dwell on it. Don't invite all that negative energy. You need to be positive and pull yourself out. There is a solution for every obstacle in our life. We just have to find it. And so these are lessons. My mother has drilled in my head because when my mediumship started as a young child, I saw a lot of deaths. That was the first most memorable thing that happens. I would know when people in the family were dying. And of course, I turned that on myself like I had some power over it, which we don't. It was Spirit's way of preparing me for what was coming up. But I didn't understand that. I was 11, 12, early puberty ages. And I hadn't talked to my mom about it. When my uncle died, I took it very personally because I saw the whole scene and it happened exactly like I saw it. And that's a lot of weight to carry for a young girl. But I just want to tell you, if you guys have visions like that at any time, realize that it's not, your job isn't to rescue everybody. It is to help them be prepared for that energy that's coming. Yes, you can tell people warning and all that. I mean, I saw my father die 3 days before he died. I'm begging him not to take this trip. And I just told, no, you need to stay home. Go nowhere. Don't leave the house. Just lock yourself in the house. Don't go. Well, he was going up to Laguna here in California with his fiance and their family. It was New Year's Eve weekend, but he had to be back at work New Year's Eve. And then he was driving back from Laguna down to San Diego, and then he was going to go back up after work to bring in the New Year's with his fiance. And he proposed to her that weekend, right before he left to go back to San Diego. And on the way down the one freeway, and the old one freeway, you've probably seen it in movies. It's very windy. It's 2 lanes. He got run off a road by a truck pulling a 5th wheel trailer. The trailer overspun. He swerved, went down an embankment, and hit a tree 150 feet down below the highway, and it killed him. I was absolutely devastated. I'm a daddy's girl, and finally she told me, honey, you couldn't have stopped it. If you'd have stayed home, he would have went and got coffee over at the 7-Eleven, and he'd been T-boning an intersection. It was his time. And I went, yeah, but I tried. I carried a lot of weight with that. And of course, I was 21 when he died, and he was 42, so he was way too young to die. But you've got to remember that when you're experiencing things like that, you can't stop it. You have to prepare yourself for it. We all live. We're all going to die. It's part of life, but it's a hard part of life, and we all go through it. So I am continuing to make my list. Hi, Brenda. I'm glad to see you in the room. I know I was I was taking a nap earlier and I missed the first half of your show, and I'm sorry because I meant to watch the whole show. Having a pancreatic attack today. I'm day 3, and so I'm in a lot of pain, but I will get through it. And I finally ate, and I'm not supposed to eat while I'm in attack mode, but I'm diabetic, so I have to have some food in my body. I was good though. I did cream of wheat. Although Dean's tuna noodle casserole, he started describing it. I'm going, oh no, it needs peas. And then you said it. Like, yeah, tuna noodle casserole. My mom always put peas in it. American classic comfort food as we're kids. I think it's single mom, easy to make dinner. Okay, I'm just running it through. Yeah, those drives up and down that coastal highway can be treacherous. My dad's one of those people that when he gets in the car, he falls asleep behind the wheel. Always scared the death out of me. Anytime we traveled, I always, if I got tired, my dad always knew if he gets sleep, he'd start shaking his head to keep himself awake. Roll all the windows down, so let all the cold air in to keep him awake. But his legs would twitch. So if I laid down, I would put my head on his lap because if his legs started twitching, I knew he was falling asleep. And I'd make him stop and pull over and take a nap. I was always afraid he was going to get in a car wreck. And yeah, that's how he ended up passing. So maybe I just foresaw it as a child long before I ever knew it was going to happen. Okay, the word for today, I'm going to start now. My room's getting pretty full. And we're going to start with Warrior Girl. And I love the word I pulled for you, Warrior Girl. I think this probably, with your name, this has got to be a perfect card for you. Curiosity. And I love that. Curiosity. So let's see. I always think it's great to be curious because when you're curious, you're always learning. And that's what we're here for. We're here in the great school to learn. Okay. Card in the secret soul language. I'm going to pull several cards really quick. Okay, the first card is in the between deck. I pulled the card for you of the Queen of Swords moving into that Knight of Swords. Now, that Queen of Swords is that Queen of Truth. She's a strong queen. She uses her strength, knowledge, truth to control her kingdom and to be empowered. She empowers herself. This energy moving into this night, he is one is like her police. He's one of her soldiers. That knight is a strong fighter. He's charging forward. He's strength. He's powerful. He's one of the fast moving knights in the deck. So I see that you're using your strength and power to move fast in the fight of whatever obstacles are coming your way, and you're taking things on head on. You're looking for your truths. And you're taking charge in actions that you're taking right now in your life. And how does curiosity work into that? A lot of ways, because things you tackle in life are based on your curiosities, things you want to know, things that you want to learn. aspects of things going on in your life. So you're always exploring your avenues as you're taking charge of things. So I love that energy together. Um, the card of surrender, it says surrender the idea that you can fix someone. So that's a beautiful card. And the card says it is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. That's true. Our job isn't to fix people. As I know you're a psychic, a reader, a healer. Um, our job isn't to fix people, but it's to help. It's to help deliver messages from the spirit to help guide people in the right direction, almost like a therapist, but not. We don't have to get all into the Freud stuff, but it's to give guidance and messages from heaven to let people know, hey, you're on the right track. Hey, you've got new things coming towards you, and to help interpret those messages to help enrich people's life. And so I think that's a great message. We're not here to fix people. We're here to guide them. Also in curiosity. We love what we do because I don't know about other readers, but every time I read for somebody, I learn so much about myself reading for other people. And it's sort of a reading for another person's also a messaging to me in spirit too. Um, Always learning from reading other people. The light language card that I pulled for you is authentic truth. Now this has the geometry. What is it called? Snow Wolf, help me. Sacred geometry. Thank you. He thought it, I heard. This has symbolisms of sacred geometry in it. And most of them have tons of light, as you can see, moving us from spirit. But you're seeking your authentic truth. And let's see what it has to say about authentic truth. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse today. It says, discover your truth and let others find theirs. The truth will set you free. So you recognize there is more than one truth and that the answers you seek exist beyond the belief you hold now. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truths. Your truth will always be fulfilled and satisfying. If it is unconditional, meaning conditions that don't have to change for you to live and feel the truth. There are no rights or wrongs, but there's a cause and effect or an action or reaction. Master yourself, not someone else's process. When you change your beliefs, you change to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not sink. When you're in alignment with the truth, you will flow and feel excited and believe the authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist, find it hard to commit, and feel indecisive. Looking at the word going, what is that word? Indecisive. I am dyslexic too, by the way, severely dyslexic. So I like reading out loud because it's something for all my life I had hated. And that learning to breathe when you read. You'll hear me panic sometimes when I'm reading. I'll get short of breath. But one of the meditations I recommend doing is place your hand on the card, which you don't have the cards unless you buy the deck. I recommend this deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. And it's one I use in meditation practices. Sometimes I'll pull this deck out and pull a card, read the card, and then do the meditation exercises. Do the journaling exercises. It comes with all kinds of practices, spiritual practices in it. So I really love this deck. But it says, place your hand on the card, or you can look at the image of the card. Put that in your mind as you're meditating, or even just the authentic truth. What does that mean to you? As you think. Okay. Allow everything in the room to just be as you focus on your breath and infamous streams of the divine truth and always flowing to you. Gently close your eyes and allow it to even enter your awareness. Imagine the point of light within your heart center and see it grow into this sacrifice flame. Feel the beautiful warmth and see the joyous knowledge through you. This is the light of truth guiding the presence that will allow you, that'll always be with you. The light knows you and is ever revealing your truth and essence too. Rest in this place for at least 30 seconds. Breathe in the light and in the world. Activate and inspire more profound truths for you and others. When you feel ready, focus on your physical body and breathe and open your eyes and smile. And then I always journal past that. What is it that you, when you're thinking of what is truth to me? So you do this meditation, focus on what is truth, how's truth affecting you, etc. See what's coming out of you. When I come out of a meditation, I'm sort of in a meditative mode. I do a lot of free writing at that point in time because you're still connected with spirit. You're connected with your higher consciousness. And when you journal after you've been meditating and focusing on like one topic, a lot of that's going to come out in your writing. And you would be so surprised at what you channel through spirit as you do writings under these methods. So blessings to you. I hope that resonates, and I hope that's food for thought. I'm going to set these cards aside so I'm not duplicating readings today. Okay. I will try not to over talk. I know I can do that. Tammy Bambi. Let's see what cards come in. I shuffled this deck. I'm just splitting the deck and pulling the card, not looking at them, doing the same thing with each set of cards. Spirit will tell me where to split the cards if the card is intended. If I could just pick them up. Cards are so small, they're hard to handle for me. Okay. The word for you is clarity. I think you've been working a lot on that, Tammy, is clarity in what direction your life's going, changes that you're coming up with in life. And you're just trying to get everything to clarify. The tarot card that I pulled for you in the between deck is the 5 of coins, feeling left outside. And moving into the 6 of coins, that's charity. That could be charity that you're receiving or that you're giving now. I know you're doing a lot of work with animals, so that's a form of charity. But also people helping you out and helping you through different aspects of your life. That's also a form of charity. It's a learning process. You work in conjunction with the others. So I like these cards. You are not left out of the code, though. You're moving forward in this energy. The surrender card that comes forward for you is surrender to your soul's path. Love the light energy in this card. Isn't that beautiful? And it says your life journey has been perfectly designed for you, your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Yes, don't live in your past. Live in your moment. Live in your future. Live in the now. Don't have to focus on the past. The past is the past. You've learned those lessons. Bring those positive teachings from lessons from your past forward and run with it. You won't be repeating things again and again. You've learned those lessons now. It's time to move forward. And the light language card that I pulled for you is called Focus. And I love this heart above her head. That's energy coming from spirit, from into your heart chakra and just absorbing into you. And look, she looks so angelic as she's receiving all that light. Isn't that great? And that's card number 37. So let's see what 37 has to say. It's the point of attraction. You can see that. See how it's entering the top of her crown chakra. The point of attraction. And it says, where is your focus and what do you want to create? Your point of attraction is the accumulation of all your thoughts. Some you are aware of and some that you're not. The latter is the thought you have repeated so often that they have become and body memory. The point of attraction is more fluid than you think. It is the overreaching energy of your collective ideas, a lot active beliefs, and your personality. Change any idea or belief, and your point of attraction shifts. You sense the world around you through the filter of your attraction point, through the crown chakra. You master yourselves, meaning being able to move your view of reality at will. This can help you adjust and adapt to any situation. Stay in your center of love and on the path. Turn pages at once. All right. Of your heart. You can choose to feel in the flow or resist and hold yourself back. Either way, you will be loved by your soul and the universe. And the meditation says, so imagine that heart chakra, that light above your head entering into your head as you focus on your meditation. And open your eyes and place, well, it says place the card down. So just imagine lying the card down and allowing that divine energy to stream from the source to your soul and flow through your hands. Close your eyes again and place your hands on your body where you feel drawn to place them. Trust that your healing energy is flowing, inspiring the vision for your life. Feel this vision and radiate it through your mind and body and spirit, holding the feeling about it. And very soon you will be experiencing many manifestations of the highest vision. Open your eyes and rub your hands together again, and then hold them over your face for about 30 seconds. Take your hands away from your face. You are now refreshed and ready to move into life with a renewed enthusiasm. So basically what you're doing is a healing ritual for yourself. You're bringing that light energy in. Allow it to flow through you and through your hands. Rubbing your hands will warm your hands. You put them over your face, and that is going to help that energy just be absorbed. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do a lot of meditation, so I do believe in meditation. For one thing, it puts you in focus. A lot of people say, "Oh, I can't meditate." What you don't realize, I can't get my mind to slow down. Well, sometimes that is the meditation, is those contemplations running through your mind. You try to slow them down enough that you absorb what it is you're receiving, what is going through your mind. It helps you organize it. Then you can slow it down a little bit and focus on what messages you're trying to do or resolve. What kind of work are you doing through that energy? That is a form of meditation. Um, it's to help you focus into one thing, and that's why your mind's spinning with that information. um, it sounds odd because you want to think everybody's going in this and it's instant calm. Not always. Sometimes it's just allowing that energy to flow through you and allowing you to go through that mental work process, that spiritual work process to allow yourself to calm by thinking about it, and resolution will come. So, it is a technique. I also say if you pray, if you can do a prayer, you're meditating. That's also another form of meditation. And then there's different techniques, of course. Lots and lots and lots of techniques to meditating. And there's tons of stuff on the internet. Different sound waves, there's meditations, guided meditations where they help walk you through a process. I love doing meditations. I listen to meditative music. Um, I do guided meditations, things like that. It's calming to me. And God only knows I need to calm down once in a while. I'm an extremely high energy person. So being sick and things like that, I don't like being sick. I don't like feeling stuck. I like slowing down and healing and being temperate. I always get that temperance card. My spirit's always telling me you need to take time to take care of yourself. Okay. And I'm pulling cards for Snow Wolf now. Wolfie, Wolfie, Wolfie. Hope this finds you well this morning. Hope you got everything done you were working on yesterday. You were busy. Okay. I love the word I pulled for you, Snow Wolf. Courage. Need I say more? Everything you face, it takes courage. Everything you're working through, it takes courage. Courage is something we all use in our life and we all need. I Miss Candy. I'm going to add you to the list. I just saw you come in. And let me run down. And hi, Trend Zone. I'm going to add you to the list too. Yeah, funny that the screen moved and I saw the name. A name. You run through here and see if anybody else has snuck in on me. Tammy, Patty, Brenda. Okay. The tarot card I got for you is the Chariot, moving into the Strength. Wow. Well, the Chariot is a fast-moving chariot. You are in control of your own chariot. You drive this chariot by your mind, not by the reins. You're directing it very swiftly. It's a fast-moving card. It's an action card. And you control your own chariot and the destiny in which you go. And of course, strength, that's the sign of that Leo, that fire energy. That is your self-empowerment. That's your taking control of things. You're using your inner strength to get through on day-to-day life. And you do that. You're an Aries, go ahead, strong in it, but you do use that courage and that chariot. A lot of drive for you. The surrender card that I pulled for you today is attachments to results. I love the scenes in these cards are so beautiful. It says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can be sabotage in itself. That's probably true. I like that. I get how that applies. As you work through things and they come to you, don't hold on tight. At some point in time, you have to let them go. You don't want to become that energy. And the card I pulled for you is the soul name. Is that card number 1 in this deck? Let's see what soul name says. Gotta find the first where these begin. Here they go. Unlock the mysteries of your soul. You are about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts like a link between you, your inner and outer world, enabling you to merge authentic wisdom into your everyday experience and create a life from your heart. You place your soul name in your heart before you were born. As you explore the inner world and open your heart, you will discover the name of your beautiful essence. You are ready to awaken the heart and know its absolute fullness. You are safe to discover, connect, and receive. You will dream. Your dreams and your desires will be realized with an open heart. Ask for and be open to receiving the name of your soul. It may arrive in a way you didn't expect, but when it comes, you will know it, authenticated by the way you feel. Liberate your heart and soul. You are worth it. I think this is something you've already done, Snow. You have identified your soul being, who you really are. I know for a fact you have done that work. And you're still working on it, but you've done that work. As you breathe and focus, draw on the awareness of within. As you breathe out, let go and relax. Be thoughtful and with your ability to breathe and focus on your inner world. Here you can remember who you are and where you came from and what your passions are. As you sit in the bright appreciation, your vibrations rise and reveal a shining light, being who is offering you the key to pointing the door at your heart. Take that key and notice the name on the door. If you can't see the name, know it will come to you in the following days. Unlock and step through that door into your fullness of you. Feel at ease, soft and wise. Be immersed in stillness and peace. And at that moment, you are filled with in alignment with your soul. Remember what you feel like. Stay here for as long as you like and let at least 30 seconds. Well, as long as you like, but at least 30 seconds. I just lost my place. Oh, here. When you feel ready, float out through the door. Notice the name on the other doors. They may have changed. Lock the door and place the key in your heart. Your key gives you access to your sacred soul space when you want it. Focus on your breath and let it guide you back into your physical self, and open your eyes and smile. Just knowing your inner self. Yeah, I like that. It's beautiful. So I hope that resonates with you. It's very interesting readings today, huh? I'm just trying to change things up a little for everybody. Dean. Well, the tarot card I pulled for you from the between deck is the Page of Coins, moving into the Knight of Coins energy. Well, that Page of Coins has let us know you're having financial success. You're moving into good financial success. And that Knight of Coins is our slowest moving knight, but it's slow and steady as we go. So look for financial stability in your realm. The word we picked for you today, and I laughed when I saw it, creativity. I know you're an extremely creative person. You're very artistic. You're creative in the way you go about teaching, all that. So a lot of creativity in your energy, Dean. The surrender card that was pulled is surrender to fear. And it says, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment and focus on the situation and celebrate every baby step forward. So get out of that fear. And I laughed when I got this card too, because I know you work in this energy a lot. It is Divine Feminine. And look at that beautiful card. Of course, the Divine Feminine is coming from your heart chakra. So that light is in your heart chakra. It's card number 31. And let's see what it has to say about it. It says, shine in your inner light and your desires. Look beyond the obvious and superficial into the heart of the matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and your ultimate possibilities available to you. It is time that you trust your intuition and your inner voice and your instincts. This may also be time for you for stillness, for there is unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to being intense and beautiful experience in your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all you create. Nurture yourself and all the flow within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physical or symbol. Ha ha. I'm laughing, Dean. I think there may be a marriage coming towards you, Dean. In time. The Divine Feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace the joy. When you're breathing deeply and meditating, I know Dean is a big meditator, when you breathe in deep and slowly, and as you relax, imagine you're floating into the earth. Look down and observe this beautiful blue and green planet. Feel into the rhythm of the earth as your heart and your Mother Earth's heart pulse as in unison. Now place your hand on your heart and say, nature to create abundance flowing within. In your mind's eye, a ray of golden light will flow from the heart to the universe towards you. Embrace and let it fill your whole being. It seems from the soul and the sole of your feet to the earth and swirls all around you and down into your heart of Mother Earth. And she says, thank you for your help to healing yourself. And you help to heal all things upon and within the earth. You add the expansion consciousness to you and to Gaia. You are a loving, great mother to she is a loving, great mother to you and all. Feel the loving consciousness of Mother Earth and send the beams of light, green light, from her heart to yours. Contained in the green light is a symbol, a gift of presence of the divine feminine. Stay in this feeling for at least 2 minutes, gently bringing your awareness back into your breathing, breathing healing love into your life, and open your eyes. Extinguish any I'm not sure how to say this, arrhythmia, and increase your and or incense, for you can now breathe a beautiful fragrance of your soul. Oh, aromatic therapy. No wonder I had to really break that down. I'm like, what is that word? It's not making sense. Back to early learning. Sound it out, Kathy. Okay. I did take a lot of training to get through my dyslexia. Unbelievable amounts of training as a kid. I didn't really master reading until I was in my 20s. And then I opened the world of books to me. That's why I love reading, love research. I'm not good at it out loud, though. So beautiful energy, Dean. I hope that resonates for you. I like the way these readings are going today. Bad boy Rob. I haven't seen you in a while, bad boy. How are things going for you? Let me know. Okay, the word for you today is forgiveness. And forgiveness is something that a lot of people will bulk up to, but I think it's important that we learn to forgive. I know I've even had difficulty doing that, but sometimes it's not forgiving the act of something somebody has done for you, but the reason why they maybe didn't take care of their own needs. Forgive them for not having done that, and don't carry the burdens of others. But forgiveness is very important, and it's something that you need to assess and figure out how you're going to bring something positive in and not carry the burdens that other people try to put on you. And sometimes it's as much as forgiving yourself for having carried that weight is a form of forgiveness. And we forget that we need to forgive ourselves for things that happen in our lives too. Even if we've brought them on ourselves, we don't need to beat ourselves up for something that's happened in our life on a permanent basis. The tarot card that I pulled for you is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords moving into the Three of Swords. The Two of Swords is opportunities and decisions that are based on truths that are coming towards you. A lot of times it'll be represented with somebody blindfolded with the two swords. This is the strength to make the decision and to move forward in that truthful opportunity. What's truth in your soul heart? What direction you need to go as you work through that energy? And I'm showing you the back of the card, not the front of the card. Okay, and that's moving into that Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is usually represented as Three of Swords is broken heart, heartbreak. Thank you, warrior girl. Many blessings to you. We do need to talk at some point, where, girl, I know we've emailed back and forth. But, allow your heart to heal. I know you've had heartache in your life, and you've been in and out of a few relationships. I hope you're finding that love in your life right now and being open to letting that in. Don't bring the brokenness of your heart from your past forward. You need to work through that energy. What did you get out of those relationships? What you've learned about yourself and how to love, and move forward and bring that positive thing about yourself into your next relationship. You need to surrender to trust. Absolutely. Surrender to trust. And it says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by others, people's strong opinion about what to do. Take action and be confident in what you have chosen as the right path. That's very important. And the light language card that I pulled for you is number 17. I like that number. It's my mother's birthday. I think that's why I like the number. It resonates to me. It's visualize, and what a beautiful card. She's got the locust flower on top of her crown chakra, allowing that energy to come in and flow through her. And all that light energy is flowing through her. So, card number 17. I love these light cards. I haven't used them in a while. They're usually a deck I use for myself in a lot of self meditation. It's a wonderful deck. If you haven't seen it, it's called The Secret Language of Light. Transmissions from Your Soul. It's by Denise Jarvie. And I bought these on Amazon, and they weren't, I think they were $24 or something like that. I've had them forever. I can give you an idea. I got the box here. I don't see the price. It's come in this beautiful box, though. So if you're interested, I did buy those on Amazon. Or, I've seen them in local card shops, too. They've been out for a while. Okay. Visualize. If you can dream it, you can create it. And Brenda can tell everybody, I'm a visualization person. I like to manifest through vision. It's like doing a vision board. That's why people do vision boards. If you can put it up on a board, what it is you're wanting to achieve, and you put it up on a board and you look at that board and you can meditate on that board, it will come to fruition. It really will. It works. Visualizing things helps manifest. Okay. Your imagination and the magical superpowers that develop in the context, look and feel of your life. You can use your inner vision to maintain and transform anything in your life. Visualization helps you create the dream life without the perceived boundaries of the manifest world. To take your dream into the world and recall the vision of then as you meditate. Let the dream become a feeling that leads you to knowing that is so deeply integrated, it will become automatic response. Though your reception, through your reception and response gains momentum towards the tipping point between vision and manifestation. Now that you are privy to this universal law, relax, enjoy, and journey towards your desire. When the desire manifests in your physical life, a new desire will be born in yours. Imagination and a fresh path will unfold. By doing this meditation, you're deliberately moving yourself into a calm, relaxed place from a tranquil space where you create a quiet state, also known as stillness. This is silence. You are open to your own soul's wisdom. Place your hand on the card, which I guess you're going to have to imagine that image. Close your eyes and slow your breathing and allow your dreams to and desires to flow into your mind and heart. Imagine the room is filled with a crystal light, a white light. It moves around you and focuses in a bubble. A profound relief and peace washes over you and you float into that bubble. The ceiling gradually opens and reveals the night sky above you, the stars shimmering and sprinkling around you, and all you desire is possible. Imagine you are floating among the stars, drawing all your desires into your bubble. What is your biggest desire? Honor it, love it, and if you can dream it, you can create it. Come here daily to strengthen your connection and confidence. Free your dreams, become part of your life, and stay here for at least 30 seconds. The ceiling gently closes and you float on the crystal white light into the heart of your physical body, and you will just activate certainty in the ability to create life. Breathe this new knowledge into your life and gently open it. This is actually something I have been practicing all my life, is focusing on that imagination, because you can create your own environment and your own destiny. I know Brenda's always bringing that up about me. I'm an extremely visual imagining person. I always visualize where it is I'm going next, where I'm moving to, what I'm creating in a home, I paint myself this picture. Sometimes I actually put it on a big board, and these are the things I want in life. This is what I want it to look like. And it does come to fruition. It's really amazing when you really focus on manifesting what it is your heart desires and what it is you want. You can create that destiny. Very much so. And it does work, doesn't it, Brenda? It works. So, blessings to you, bad boy Rob. People that may be new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you get my new messages. I also accept donations through my PayPal account, which is paypal.me/rstaff989. It'll come up under Roger Stafford. That's my husband. It's a joint account. And every penny helps support this channel and helps out with some of those doctor bills I'm still paying off. Where's your kitties? She's trying to get her kitties to come over and eat. It's funny. Yes, I've got a mama kitty. My kittens are 9 weeks old now. And they are getting busy. Marby, and for you. Okay, the word that I picked for you today that popped up for you is discipline. My guides are telling me you're actually somebody that has a lot of self-discipline. That something you practice is self-discipline. You work it. You function in a. You sort of sound like me. You function in that self-discipline includes you set a certain standard of ethics for yourself, and you don't like to cross those lines. It's not that you're frigid. It's just that you know how you want to represent yourself, and you stay within that realm. You stay true to yourself. You don't allow people to pull you into their energy and try to run your life. You're not that type of person, is what my guides are telling me. I get the Five of Cups and going into the Six of Cups. That Five of Cups is looking at that emotional energy. You're taking it. Cups are fives are sort of inner conflicts, changes, reflections on our past. So you're looking at your emotional past and learning how to let the things in your past go because they're no longer serving you. Learn those lessons, move those forward, and pour out the rest of the past. It's no longer serving you, and let that go because that allows you to move into the energy of that Six of Cups, which is part of that process of working through that energy. The Six of Cups is the nostalgia. But what I want you to do when you're working in that Six of Cups energy is the nostalgia of the good things from the past. Those are the things you're bringing forward. Those are the lessons you've learned. And those wonderful memories that construct the happiness in your life, the joy in your life. And that's where you're moving out of the things that aren't serving you, that things that may have bothered you, keeping you weighed down. And you want to embrace the happiness of your past, the good things, the things that make you you, the things that move you forward and bring positive energy to light. The card that I pulled from the surrender deck is surrender to setting limits. Oh, we all need to do that. Put your hand up and say, no, stop. It says, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your need and remember that no is a complete sentence. So I know Brenda and I both say that all the time. No is a complete sentence. The card that I pulled from you from the Light Seer's desk is Ask Your Soul, card number 16. It's such a beautiful card. And let me flip through here. I'm one page too far. It says, wise questions create wise answers. Ask your soul. Okay. I think that's great. Some things you have to ask for will turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant the seed in that aquarium. You plant the seed in the aquarium field or vibrational reality where it begins to grow and move towards you. This is how you create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step to creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the creative process. But somehow, most of us make it about 90%. If we don't see the evidence, our desires are coming into existence. We keep asking. This holds us in place where the answers can't be heard. What you desire is on its way. You only need to ask. It doesn't matter whether this is out loud or in your mind because the universe interprets vibration, not words. It says, while breathing, float inward into your heart and focus your breath on life. Draw your awareness even deeper into the experience of your body and heart. mind's heart and spirit heart, guided through each exploring the qualities of each one offers. Experience the love in your body and the wisdom in your mind and the truth in your spirit. Allow yourself to drift into the matrix of the quantum field that contains your seeds of possibilities. Every time you create a new desire, a seed is formed and begins growing. The seed contains the entire blueprint of creation. Float as you float with ease among the seeds and believe in your ability to create. Since your seeds shifting, sprouting, and gently growing and sharing the information with you. Stay here for at least 30 seconds, being all this wisdom back with you as you guide through the matrix, through all heart, all your heart. Feed your spirit heart and your mind heart coming together as one within your physical body, and be present here and now and open your eyes to new possibilities. I like that. So visualizing your desires, heart desires. I love that energy. Okay. I hope that resonates more, B. These are interesting readings today. I'm really enjoying this. I like to do something new. Brenda, you're up next. And if you have not joined Brenda Tarot readings, go in, subscribe to her, like and subscribe. She does these absolutely amazing weekly astrology readings for your birth signs. She does a lot of Pisces, because a lot of people that she does a lot of focus on Pisces, because there's a lot of people that follow her that happen to be Pisces, but she does all the birth signs too. And I don't know, it's like she's reading personally for me when I see them, because I know Brenda's also a Pisces. I'm a Pisces, but they just hit dead on. I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable. She also does personal readings on her show. She works with numerous different. On Sunday, she has a program that she works with. And is it Ellis? I can't remember her last name. Normally, but if Anne's off for some reason, she always asks one of us readers to come and join her. Absolutely love working with Brenda. She's a phenomenal reader, phenomenal psychic healer. She's a tarot master, a Reiki master, and she does private readings as well as does healing work. So check her out, look her up, follow her. I absolutely highly recommend her. So big shout out, Brenda. Okay. Let's see what comes up for you. Well, that's an interesting surrender card, because I never think of you that way. This is how I think of you. The word is positivity. I think, Brenda, you are one of the most positive thinking person I have ever known. But the surrender card, which is sort of ironic that I pulled, it says, surrender to negative thinking. We all need to do that. Don't live in the negative thinking. It says, you have control over your thoughts, and when negative thoughts surface your way, thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus onto positive affirmations. Isn't that funny? I can hear Brenda laughing. She got a kick out of that. The tarot card that I pulled for you, Brenda, is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands shifting into the Queen of Wands. Well, that Knight of Wands is a strong, fiery one. He's taking charge. He's taking action, which I know you do. Go, go, go. always on fire. Even though you're a water sign, you never pour the water on the fire. You're always just working, 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 going forward, going forward, going forward. And that Queen of Wands gives you that creative energy. You are absolutely one of the most creative people I know in the work you do, the readings you do, even in a business. She was a hairstylist, and yes, very, very, very creative. And that Queen of Wands energy allows you to work in that creative energy, but it's also saying you're extremely in touch with your knowledge and your higher self, and working with spirit. You're very intuitive and you're very knowledgeable in the work you do. So keep up the great work. Now, the light card that I picked for you, or the spirit picked for you actually, is the inner voice. God, this is a beautiful card. It's light coming from the angel wings. You are an angelic person. Absolutely. Hey, Vivian. How good am I doing on time? Well, I'll pull a couple cards for you. I'll pull a postcard for you, Vivian, at the end. I have 2 more readings, and I'm trying to keep my programs down to about an hour and a half because I am in the middle of a pancreatic attack. And those that were here with me yesterday saw me crash right at the end of my readings yesterday. I really had an energy hit. So, but I don't want to miss reading for you. So I'll pull a couple cards, but I won't do the full spread. Okay. Of the inner voice. I almost skipped it. Because these readings aren't draining me as bad as the card readings were yesterday. Because I'm not channeling as heavily. Oh, thank you, Vivian, for putting that up. Okay, the inner voice. Tune into your inner compass. I know you do this anyways, Brenda. Present work and feelings, persistent words and feelings that represent your great desires are dropping into your mind. Instead of putting life off until you do or be something in your future, bring the desires into the present. Anytime we feel we have gone off track, we've traveled in a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to the center where we can tune into our wise transmission. Just as one voice on the GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you towards your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient if you take the wrong route. You will just adjust and find the alternate route that gives you the new directions. You can't get it wrong. Listen to the reoccurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel and drive forward with the one of the most that makes the face and heart smile. Place a crystal in both of your hands and put your hands over. Close your eyes and imagine a soft pink violet light swirling around you. Slow your breathing and imagine your soul star shining ahead. The shining starlight of your soul pulls down upon you, and it brings a complete sense of relaxation and balance and wisdom. Align with your light and feel the whole being adjust to meet your inner compass. Instead of always pointing north, the compass points in the direction of your dreams and desires. Follow your true north and feel the possibilities of your life. An inner smile spreads through you. Your eyes when you're ready. I love that. That's a really, really good meditation. When I meditate, I always bring light in. I'm always bringing that light energy in and washing myself with that. It's really important that you allow that light, that healing energy to come towards you. Yeah. I'm live. My husband's walking by and warning him before he starts talking to me. And timezone. The word for you today, timezone, is challenges. I like that word. Challenges are good because challenges also mean growth. Oh, you're so welcome, Brenda. Okay, the first card is a surrender card that comes forward. It says surrender to ego. And it says, cultivate gratitude of being of service to others that come from your heart. And in a big ego can work against you, but humility will always further your goals. And the tarot card that I pulled for you in the between deck is the Queen of Cups moving into the King of Cups energy. This is a king and queen that have strong emotional ties to themselves, their families, and their world, their kingdom, and everything around them. They bring in abundance and joy and that water energy, the creativity, the intuition, the spiritualness is all connected to the water signs and working in your higher self. This is a beautiful card and wonderful energy. And the card that I picked from the Secret Language of Light is Manifestation card number 25. I love this. This is like the sun card shining down from the universe and spreading sun and light all over you. And let's see what it has to say about the manifestation card. Card number 25. Manifestation. It says, you will attract what you give for your focus. You will attract what you give your focus to. Okay. You are about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see the evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and aligned with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take the step forward where you will meet and dream. Will you meet your dreams and desires? Fall in love with the unknown, and the path to the unknown will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Notice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not sink. The time is just before manifestation. is an opportunity to change the story from the past to the present or future. Your perception is altering, and you can see the new light. Everything is in the center twice. First, the visual realm, perceived of imagination, feeling, and dreaming, and then the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you are manifesting and take the desires, you will arrive sooner. This is the nature of creation. Close your eyes, and while breathing and thinking about something you would like to change or create in your life, your desires is on its way. Breathe in gold and come into the complete balance. Breathe out blue to create a space for receiving wisdom, guidance, and spread inspired actions to take. Focus on the moment and bring your mind's eye a person, animal, place, or situation that makes you smile. Feel that smile stretch through your body. This is how you will feel when your desires arrive in your physical world. Allow yourself to breathe in unconditional love and light. Float dreamingly in the essence of you. All is possible here. Stay in the space for at least 30 seconds. When you feel ready, take a breath, a deep breathe that gold and blue in and out. Know your desires is moving towards you, and very soon will I'm not sure how to say this. It'll come to you. It'll resonate. I just give the definition. Can't pronounce the word. Open your eyes, and you have just weaved your desires into life. That's interesting. I like that. I love doing manifestation work. I do a lot of manifesting. I'm a Pisces. I'm a dreamer. It's part of our natural energy is that visualizing and dreaming your heart's desires and seeing it and creating it and getting into that energy. I highly recommend if you want to bring things towards you to do that, manifest something, to imagine it. If you're not a mentally visual person that can make things, make yourself the storyboards. What is your heart desires? What do you want? And make it something you can look at, because if you look at it and you can bring that into your heart, you can manifest that energy into your life. Spirit will give us what we need. Thank you for coming in, Prince Zone. And Miss Candy, thank you for joining us. The word for you today is inspiration. I hope I'm bringing you some inspiration. Surrender to wonder and awe. Love the energy on that card. And it says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. The tarot card that I got for you in the between deck, running between the Eight of Wands and moving towards the Nine of Wands. The Eight of Wands is card I always refer to is it's almost a self-imprisonment or blocking oneself, being your own obstacle. And know that when you put obstacles in front of yourself, you're only tying yourself up. You can set yourself free from these obstacles by putting down the chains and walking through that and moving forward. The energy of the Nine of Wands is stepping through those lines. If you ever look at the traditional tarot, there's all those wands. He's holding one in his hand. Wands are fire energy, they're action energy. He is no longer behind the fence of wands, keeping himself locked in. He is stepping forward and taking action, getting ready to take action, take charge. That's that fire energy of releasing yourself from getting yourself in a moment of being stuck to allowing yourself to move forward and not letting the burdens of the past hold you down. Let those things go, learn from the lessons, and that will allow you to move forward into a more positive light. I love that. Surrender to the wonder of all. Did I already read this? I don't know. I'll read it again. Open to the magic of every moment and sense of awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy flow. Okay, beautiful. And you got card number 40 on the language of light cards, which is color. And I love this. All those chakra colors in this card, and absolutely beautiful. There's a peace dove that sits above it. It's really hard to see that sits over top of this heart. There's a dove right here. And this is a heart. And in the center of the heart is that light, also shaped in a heart. I love it. It's card number 40. Color. Vibrational impulses and light waves. Your perception of life is becoming more colorful. You are opening to different colors and experiences. Color breaks up the old black and white thinking and opens your heart to the beauty of life and love. The color is often a rainbow of various variations of white light, reflecting the desires, experience of life. And as they are all valid, each color is the spectrum and has its own energetic vibration that stimulates certain responses in healing. The spiritual state. Oh, I skipped the line. The different colors mirror your current physical, emotional, and spiritual state. Your soul uses a mirror to communicate you need to heal or to embrace balance. Get to know what colors you are attracted to and the ones that you repel you. You are loved and you are loved, no matter how colorful your or another's life is. Close your eyes and breathe. Flow inward in your breath and go with it to your heart. See numerous clouds of colors shift and move within your magical heart. Glide through each of the colored clouds, feeling their different qualities. Red is a strong foundation, orange is creation, yellow is confidence, green is healing, blue is self-expression, purple is intuition. And from the purple, drift into the bright white light that shines deep from within your secret heart. Your secret heart. The light contains the blueprint of your soul. Feel it gently shifting and share the importance of information with you. Float in this space for at least a minute and allow all your soul wants to share with you. When you feel ready, allow your wisdom to travel with you back through the clouds in the color. Glide through this red into the physical body and open your eyes when you're ready. You will be filled with wisdom. That is a neat card. I like that. Beautiful. Vivian, hey, last one in the room. I'm going to go ahead and finish your up with giving your reading. I just don't see, I send you out different from anybody else. It's just one reading. And my energy level's good. I'm not in total drain today. Actually, I'm doing much better. It's funny because even when I'm not feeling good and I come on, sometimes it's just that energy that I'm working in this energy. It calms me and gives me a sense of healing, because when I'm working with spirit, I'm also healing from spirit, if that makes any sense. And yes, sometimes it can be very draining, especially when I'm doing extreme channeling. That pulls a lot of energies, as I explained to some of the people I work with, that when you're reading spirit, you're also drawing from, especially people that have crossed over, you're drawing from dead energy. And so it takes a lot for them to manifest forward, especially if they're coming forward, and I see ghosts, and I see spirit, and I see orbs, but if they manifest and bring themselves forward and actually show themselves to me, that takes a lot of energy. But you're working in that energy, and that's dead energy, and they're gathering all the energy around you. Well, for me to read, I'm doing that too. I'm gathering all this energy, so it can really, really drain us. But just letting you know. So sometimes you'll see readers and they're like, most readers won't read more than an hour to 2 hours at max. I don't know how some of these readers will come on and do like marathon readings. And I mean, I did that once with a reader, and then I was warned by somebody, never read more than 2 hours. Well, I learned the hard way, and I went on a marathon reading where they were running all night, and I was on there most of the night. And I swear I slept for 3 days afterwards because it tapped my energy that heavily. So just letting you people know, energy work can be extremely exhausting. And I always try to really rest and relax after I'm done with readings and get grounded. I always go out and do a little meditation, and I bring my onyx and my well, you see selenite, which is a cleansing stone, and I'll hold one. The onyx will help ground me, and the selenite will cleanse me. And then I usually follow that later in the evening by a salt bath, just to sort of wash off any negative energy that may have stuck to me, or any spirit that has stuck to me afterwards. And then I do my nightly prayers, which can go on for a while. So I do a lot of meditation in that throughout the day too. So I am so glad to see you back in the room, Viviana. How are you doing? We have been working towards, and you came in a little later, so you didn't hear this. We're still working towards getting our house on the market, and maybe we're trying to get ready to put it on the market sometime in November. And hopefully we'll have it sold by the end of fall, and looking towards moving into Maryland, not far from you. We're going to be, we're looking in like the Cumberland area, off that direction in Western Maryland. So, and I know you're not that far from that. My daughter and son-in-law and my 4 grandchildren have now relocated. They're in the process of moving. He's starting his law work there in New Jersey, and they're in the process of closing on a house. So they're moving out of Pennsylvania, moving down to Jersey. So I'll be just in a few hours of everybody. So I'm looking very forward to moving to the East Coast. Okay, the card I pulled for you is grace. I do believe you are full of grace, Vivian. And the tarot card that I pulled for you is that Three of Swords. Moving into the Four of Swords. So that Three of Swords is you're overcoming something that maybe have broken your heart. I don't feel like you've lost love, more of just that energy of something didn't go your way and you're feeling a little brokenhearted, but you're healing from that. And moving into that Four of Swords from that energy, from that three of Swords is that image I always see when the Four of Swords is that knight that's coming back from battle and he's lying on his coffin and he's being reflective of the energy that's going into yourself and looking at your inner truths and assessing the situation. What have I learned from this, and what am I bringing forward with me? It's a beautiful energy of that reflection, which allows you to heal and temper yourself and to move forward into positive energy. So I love that. The surrender card I got to you is surrender to silence. I know you are into music, so surrender into a little silence, but keep the beat on, so to speak. In quiet meditations and contemplations, let go and enter into that stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Well, there's that Four of Wands they're talking about. Yep, sometimes a little quiet just allows you to ground back down in reflective energy. Then turn the music on and rock out. I've seen your Facebook page. I love your music feeds on there. I like your taste in music. The card I pulled for you from the Light Seers deck is card number 6. Is Viscisa Pisces. I probably slaughtered it, but wow, look at that card. I love the symbolism. Do you see that? It's almost like an 8, which is an infinity sign. I love that. Let's see what this card means, because I am not familiar with that term. 26. We will find out together, and I probably slaughtered the pronunciation of it. Creating soul truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than inner world because we have been encouraged to focus on more of what is on the outside of us. We have to learn to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making a decision can become difficult when your awareness is focused away from your inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction that there are no resistance to our fulfillment. When we scan the merit possibilities open to us and manifest the world, we will know what we want and will feel and not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions that we've made and all the ones that we will make in the future. The meditation, it says, the Vicia Paresis is a symbol that shows how the consciousness splits and knows itself and expands life. From this place, we can reflect upon itself, seeing itself rather than just from itself. The basis of this seed of life and flower of life. No matter how many times that we split, it moves outwards, and there's always a link back to itself within intersections of the circles. So it's two circles that are intersecting in a spectrum of light coming out of it. But just imagine that image, the two circles that overlap with the spectrum of life coming in it. And imagine you're sitting in the middle of the circles. This circle contains the eternal path of your soul and your consciousness. And when you decide to come to Earth to play in the physical, you can create another circle and imagine another circle forming next to you to represent the physical self. And part of that second circle overlaps the first. Set in the overlap and feel the soul's physical body at the same time. And you will align in balance of your heart and the love and the enlightenment. Feel how you feel free and peaceful you are. Be in this beautiful space and create it for at least a minute. And when you are ready, breathe and back into your physical self and know that you are reborn each day through this cosmic womb. This is the overlapping circles. You enter each day in truth and overlap and shift towards one of the realities depending on your thoughts at the moment. Come back into the center of your life. This is happening now, and you are constantly weaving its direction. How would you like your life to go? Create a new path. Open your eyes and smile. So I want to thank everybody for coming in today. I love this, and I know you love music. You have really good taste in music, too. My daughter, I think you're about my daughter's age. She's in her early 40s. I was telling somebody that my daughter in college, my daughter loves all genre of music. Of music, and I know you have a really eclectic amount of music that you listen to too. But she used to make me CDs, bring me CDs of anything she thought I would like, so that she could expose me to different types of music. And I grew up in Portland, so I listened to all kinds of music. Of course, rock and roll was our thing, but I also really, really got into jazz music, and I'm absolutely a total jazz music fan. And so, this music feeds my soul. It's something that really just sort of, it's a vibration. It's like color. It's like spirit. It all comes with vibration, and anything that moves my soul and moves me emotionally, I love. And just stay in that great energy. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Like I said, if you want to donate and help support the channel, please do. You can go to my PayPal account, and any donations helpful, even if it's $1 or $2, it all adds up. And I'm trying to get all my doctor bills paid off, and so that would be grateful. It also helps sustain the channel and the costs that come with running the program. Because it's not free. It's free to you, but I still have some expenses that are tied to the creation side of this program. If you would give me a thumbs up, it helps keep the logarithms out. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe. Ring the bell so you know when I'm coming on. I will definitely be back on Friday. I'm hoping to throw some videos out. I mean, I've been doing a lot of channeling. I've got to sit down and get organized on my channeling, and I'm gonna do some pre-recorded if I can get it to work, because I haven't done pre-recorded ones, but I'm going to do so. I'm going to try to pre-record my channeling on politics. I will flag them as political channels. So if you're not in politics, you don't have to watch them. But if you're interested, it'll be sort of a cross section between politics and political predictions. I thought about setting up as like a whole political prediction show, but it's going to be a mix. It's going to be a mix of what my guys are telling me, what's currently going on in politics, and what is coming towards us in politics. We are shifting into a very beautiful, beautiful new energy of hope and joy and moving forward. Trust in that. I do see Kamala Harris winning this election with a landslide. There is going to be some conflict, and Trump didn't win. He's gonna have his poor little ego crushed on that, and he's got a whole group of people trying to work towards stealing the election. Just trust that process is going to move quickly through the courts. I do see inauguration day happening timely, although the certification of the count may be delayed a little bit, but it will get certified. And trust in that process. It will happen. Make sure you get out and vote. Make sure to ask people around you if you know they have problems getting out there. Ask them if they need a ride, a lift, carpool. The voting poll places, if you're actually going to the physical polls and you're not in a state that you do mail-in voting, or mail order, whatever, mail-in voting. Carpool, because parking is going to be tough. There's going to be big crowds. Make sure you have water and snacks in your purse just in case you're in a long line waiting. I know there's some crazy states that don't want you access to anything while you're waiting. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But make sure you have a little snack, a little something to drink so you stay hydrated and all that. And go through. I'm in California, and so I don't drop mine off at the post office. We have drop box throughout California. Ours, in my area, are located right in the front of the public library. You can also take them down to the registration office in California State. Most people register for voting when they are updating their driver's license or getting their driver's license. It's on the driver's license application, which I sort of think is a really great way to do it. Or your state ID, if if you don't have a driver's license, but you have to have a state ID, you have to have some kind of ID. Most everybody has that. So most people vote through there, but you can also go online and all that and register to vote. Do double check to make sure that your voter's registration if you're in a state that's going through and cleaning up, dumping people's registration. Just go online, even if you're in California or any other state in this world. Check to make sure you're still registered and check it periodically, right up to the elections. And they've been known to dump them within a week or two of the election. So print it out. Just do a snapshot. Take a screenshot on your phone when you look it up, showing you were registered, you checked it, so you have a record of it. So you can do a provisional ballot and all that if for some reason they've dumped you off the rolls. Do get out there and vote, though. It is really important. Every vote does matter. Every vote does count. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week this week. I hope the weather stays sustainingly good. We are in the 80s for the first time since May. And we went out dancing last night. The breeze, it dropped down to 75. Felt like I was at coastal California, like in San Diego. It was absolutely phenomenal. We're usually sweltering hot in August. We got it in June and July. And now we're getting June and July's weather in August. It's been really, really crazy. But, there's no such thing as climate change. Ha. Anyways, I want everybody to have a blessed and beautiful rest of your day and have a wonderful week next week. And I will be back. Please send a healing prayer to me for my pancreatitis, which I'm on day 3 of this attack, and hopefully it will heal quickly. I can use all the help I can get. I hate this disease. it causes feels like you're being stabbed through the center between your ribs, and it wraps around your ribs like a vice. And then my organs are just they're seizing up. So I'm taking medication for it, but I will heal. I've had this since I was 42, so it's nothing new. I'm really good about suppressing pain, but I can use all the prayers I can get. Anyways, blessings to everybody. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next Friday. And watch for up and coming shows that pop up in during the week. I'm trying to get back in the swing of being on more and more and more. Depends on how my week's going. And we're doing a lot of gardening and stuff around the house, so I get busy and get distracted. So I love you all, and I will see you next week. Blessings to you all.